Welcome back. Today we are going to discuss in the preparation of the cycloalkanes the second method, carbene insertion reaction. So generally the alkenes we know are two types, cis and trans. So generally the cis and trans alkenes on reaction with the diazomethane CH2N2 or an organic compound ketene CH2 double bond C double bond O forms cycloalkanes by inserting the carbene. So generally the reactions are called as carbene insertion reactions. So generally the diazomethane and the ketene are very unstable compounds. Upon exposure to the sunlight, that is photolytic conditions, so generally they liberate nitrogen gas and carbon monoxide gas and produces an intermediate carbene CH2. So the carbene CH2 contain 2 electrons, so in which based on the rotation of the 2 electrons, again the carbene's intermediates are classified into two types. One is singlet carbene, other one is triplet carbene. So the singlet carbene contain the total spin is 0 because one electron rotates in a clockwise direction, other electron rotates in anti-clockwise direction. In triplet carbene, the total spin of the 2 electrons is 1 since the electron rotates in clockwise, other electron also rotates in clockwise direction. So generally the singlet carbene and the triplet carbene, if you observe, the singlet carbenes are stereospecific and stereoselective, but the triplet carbenes are neither stereoselective nor stereospecific. Now which means that in the singlet carbenes they are stereoselective, means if you take a cis compound, the product is also a cis compound, that is a stereoselective one. So if you take a trans compound, the product is also a trans compound, that is a stereoselective. And the stereospecific means the rotation of the involvement of the intermediate in particular direction, either from top side or from bottom side. So therefore the singlet carbenes are stereoselective, they are stereospecific because they involves in the mechanism in a particular direction, but the triplet carbenes are neither stereoselective nor stereospecific one. Now if we take one example in this case, that is diazomethane in photolysis by applying sunlight conditions, then nitrogen gas is liberated, forms singlet carbene. In the same also carbon monoxide is eliminated, triplet carbene, so CH2 it is formed. Now if you take one example, that is cis-2-butene, methyl are on the top side, that means it is a cis compound, cis-2-butene. So we are adding diazomethane in photolysis in sunlight conditions, then the CH2 intermediate, the singlet one, it is attached in between 2 and 3 carbon, since it is an unsaturated one, double bond is there, so that it forms a cyclic compound. So it is a cyclopropane where 1 and 2 carbons contain methyl and methyl. So the name of the compound is cis 1, 2 dimethyl cyclopropane. Now if you take a trans compound, since the methyl is towards the double bond, one methyl is opposite to the double bond, trans 2-butene, the product is trans 1. So in between a double bond, so the methylene group is inserted between the double bonds carbon so that it forms a cyclopropane. Now if you take one cyclohexene, the double bond is there, since methyl and methyl are towards the double bond, so therefore it is a cis compound, the product is a cis1 since it is a stereoselective. So the CH2, it is inserted between 1 and 2 carbons, so it forms a cyclopropane. Now same also in this case. Now do some example here, that is I am taking one non-benzenoid compound, so we are double bond is there, so inserted the CH2, therefore it forms a cyclopropane. Now all of you do on yourself, if you consider one more example, that is cis-2-butene, since the methyl and methyl are towards the double bond, cis1, so we are adding a ketene by applying photolysis, then it forms a mixture, one is cis compound, other one is trans compound and liberates carbon monoxide. So if we take a trans 2-butene by addition of a ketene, then it forms a mixture cis and trans, therefore it is neither stereoselective nor stereospecific. Now all of you do some examples, some exercises. So I am taking cis 1 cyclohexane, Now we are adding ketene, then write down the products here. By addition of diazomethane to this 1,3 dioic acid. So all of you do these examples on yourself. Now so far we are completed in the preparation of the cycloalkane two methods. The first one is from Diels-Alder reaction. The second one is from carbene insertion reaction. Now we are going for the third reaction, that is called as Simmons-Smith reaction. Now the Simmons-Smith reaction and carbene insertion reactions are both are same. So they involve in same mechanism, but the reagents are only different. Now in the carbene insertion reaction we are considered ketene or we are considered diazomethane. But in the Simmons-Smith reaction we have to consider Mi methylene iodide or diiodomethane. So in presence of a catalyst zinc copper metals, therefore which form cycloalkanes, the reaction is called as Simmons-Smith reaction. So methylene iodide on reaction with zinc copper metals, they forms an intermediate called as carbonide compound. Iodine, methylene, zinc, iodine. So the carbonide intermediate compounds are very unstable. Therefore, by losing of zinc iodide, they forms a singlet carbene CH2. Since the electron rotates in clockwise, the other electron rotates in anti-clockwise. So therefore, they are forming singlet carbene. Now, if we take one example, cis-2-pentene, it is an unsymmetrical alkene. Because here methyl is there, this side is ethyl is there. Both are different one. That means it is an unsymmetrical one. Now for this cis compound, we are adding methylene iodide, then it forms a stereoselective. Cis means cis only form it is. The product name is 1-ethyl 2-methyl cyclopropane. Now if we take a trans 3-hexane, then it forms a trans compound. So we have to insert CH2 between 3 and 4 carbon since it is a double bond. Here it is also a bicyclic compound. So all of you do this one on yourself. Here also one double bond is there. Insert the CH2 methylene in between these two double bonds. Now all of you do it is. That is a bicyclic compound, double bond is there. So insert the CH2 between the double bonds. Now again in the sixth compound if you observe, we have one double bond is there on the one side. 3 double bonds are there in the benzene. So generally the benzene is an aromatic compound, so that don't disturb the double bonds, but the CH2 will be inserted the outside of the double bond. Here also one double bond is there. Insert the CH2 between the double bonds. Now if you observe the eighth example, it is an extraordinary one. That is, instead of a double bond is between carbon and carbon, in the eighth example we have carbon nitrogen double bond is there. Remember, the double bond is always a double bond. So insert the CH2 between the carbon and nitrogen. Now if you observe the 9th and 10th examples closely, then we observe that the unsaturation is there due to the triple bond. So always remember, in the Simmons-Smith reaction, the double bonds will become a single bond, which means that the triple bond will become automatically double bond. So insert the CH2 between these triple bonds so that the triple bond will become a double bond. Now in this case also, in the cyclopropane, when triple bond is there, so insert the CH2 between these triple bonds, carbon and carbon, so that the product will become a double bond one. Thank you.